before we get started, we're going to send her on a mission, and I wanted to kind of talk you through Playmation just really briefly. So, as you probably remember from the presentation, Ultron is attacking again. He's got this overwhelming army of bots, and the Avengers are kind of being overrun. It's too much for them, so they need help, and they're recruiting new superheroes to join them, and they're equipping them and training them and getting them out in the field to help save the Earth from Ultron. So what we're going to show you today is the repulsor gear. This gives you the power of Iron Man in the palm of your hands, and Sydney's going to demonstrate it right here. So she'll put it on, and we'll talk about some of the features. If you could hold your questions until the end, we'll hopefully answer most of them, but there'll be some Q&A time. So go ahead and put it on. So the repulsor blaster, not yet. Oh, and I should probably point out, we've got this mic so you can hear a little better. It won't have a cable for real. This is just so that we can get a little more volume. Also, we have this turned up to the max so that you guys can hear, but ordinarily it wouldn't be quite this loud. So if, Sydney, if you could demonstrate some of the abilities. The first one is the pulse bolt. It's the thumb trigger. That's your basic attack, and she's got a laser that she can sight with. So
Don't shoot me.
The second one is the secondary firing button that fires a missile. So it's good for range attacks. And then finally, she's got the palm cannon, which is Iron Man's classic pose like that. So that's the offensive capabilities. There are up to 40 different abilities that you can earn and unlock through play. But she also has some defensive abilities too. So she can, of course, dodge attacks and hide from enemies if she needs to. But in addition, she has a shield for when things get really heated up. Turn on her shield. Also, it all comes with Jarvis as your AI guide. And so this is kind of the basic features. So we're going to send her to a mission. It's going to take about 5 minutes. She's going to the African nation of Wakanda to rescue some villagers that are being held hostage. So if you go ahead and, and we're going to use these power activators. Sorry, I didn't mention this. These power activators are another piece of Stark technology that can help us battle different Ultron minions. They'll tell her how she's doing when they're about to fire and so on. I'll talk you through a little bit of that when she starts playing. So if you'll use your navigation dial and go ahead and go to Wakanda.
It's hostage rescue time.
To be joining Falcon in Wakanda.
Falcon. Peaceful villagers are trapped in a little prison just ahead. Someone help us! Let's sneak toward them.
You can detect her motion and know that she's speaking. She's got to move quietly and steadily or she'll be spotted by the guards.
Here comes an angel. Hide! Find cover!
And she literally has to hide. If she's being seen by either of these, they'll spot her and trigger the guards to attack.
That was close. Just a few more steps and we can free those prisoners. We made it to the jail! We made it to the jail. No night is here. Stand back. It's time for some fireworks. With the activator's explosive power, we can free these villagers. Use the activator as an explosive charge. You must pick up the activator and shake it. Ready to send explosive charge. To arm the charge, press the gold button on the activator.
You know, she actually has to get out of the room to clear the blast.
Now, can she die?
Yes, yes. She may defeated.
Can she start over?
Yep.
That angel just spotted us. Time to teach him the law of the jungle. For any field text coming straight for you. You need to take cover. You're out of the
When the enemies turn green, they're charging up to attack. That gives her a warning that she's got to get ready.
enemies to go.
Good job, Sydney.
We should taught them a lesson. Reinforcements. Run into the jungle! Run!
So we're actually looking to run it. She doesn't run, she'll get overtaken by the bad guys.
Right the edge of the cliff.
Chad's Sydney.
It's the biggest waterfall I've ever seen. Notice, like these boats. 2 AM side troopers en route. That's a lot of all in all, a pretty awesome day.
All right, good job, Sydney.
Good job, Sydney.
Great job.
So now Jarvis is giving her evaluation, see how she did.
4 action points. You have leveled up. 3. You are progressing well. Your bravery has given you a new ability. Freeze the action.
All right, so you heard she earned some points. She leveled up. She unlocked a new ability. Just kind of play that reinforces, you know, your reward for playing is more different ways to play, new opportunities. So you can do all this without the app, but I wanted to show you really quickly how you can extend the experience using it. So the way this works is it's how you connect directly with the Avengers. So you can basically telecommute in to Avengers HQ in Stark Tower. And what this does is it allows you to check the battlefield to see where the action is. If you guys want to gather around and see this, sorry, it's a little small. So you see the hologram of the Earth here. I can zoom in and kind of see where the action is. So these would all be lit up red if Ultron were attacking. So I can go into New York, for example, see what missions are available. You know, here's your different missions, what I might need to do to prepare. And so this is what you do in advance. But we just went on a mission, so let's go back and we can sync up with Sydney's repulsor gear right here, and it'll give us some additional feedback for how we did. So here you go, here's the 204 action points, and she unlocked a new ability so she can find out more about her ability. Also, you'll get messages from other Avengers through here, so I can check here, so other heroes makes you feel like you're part of the team. In addition, you can get taunts from villains. So for example, guys like Iron Skull here, he's a villain. He's one of our smart figures that we'll have at launch. So we need 16 of these. It'll be all your favorite heroes and villains, including like Hulk and Iron Man and Black Widow. And of course, guys like Iron Skull, who's a villain. And it says here we have 0 reputation with him, which means we haven't faced him yet. So maybe now would be a good time. Would someone like to try it out and battle Iron Skull? Any volunteers?
Sure. I'll do it.
Okay, so give me your hand. You sort of slip it in there and put as many fingers as
Now can you use the Iron Man blaster in Frozen?
Huh?
Can I use the Iron Man blaster in Frozen?
No, they're each their own story. It's sort of their Star Wars Marvel crossover. Okay, so that's dangerous. So you got your pulse, the thumb trigger. This is your secondary fire. That's a missile.
Oh!
That's freeze beam now. Sorry, she unlocked freeze beam. That'll freeze an enemy, and then of course you can do the palm cannon, which you just did. Okay, so we're gonna load Iron Skull.
Yeah, you can feel it.
The one thing to know about Iron Skull is he's gonna taunt you a little bit first,
Okay.
and then when he's green, that means he's about to fire. So you can wait till it flashes and try and dodge it, or
Gotcha.
just put up your shield, or you can go hide, or you can just take the hit. You can take a few hits, and when he's purple, you can hurt him.
Okay.
When he's green, you can't hurt
Your
him.
shield is this?
Yeah.
That's it.
Take yourself to here. We shall see.
Start hitting him.
It's time to tremble beneath my iron here.
Alright, finish them off. Alright, we're done. Right, so the more you battle him, the tougher he gets, and then eventually he'll start giving you exclusive abilities.
Oh, wow,
You can only
okay.
get from him. He starts calling in tougher attacks and gets harder.
Can you spar with heroes as well?
You can. That's sort of training. We treat that as training, and they'll give you abilities also.
Okay.
Also, the villains have exclusive locations that they unlock when you put them under. So, would somebody else like to try?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.